Okay, what's going on, Grand Rising? Today is Friday, July the 11th, 2025, and what we're looking at here today is the NQ, right? MNQ is here for to be exact. Obviously, we'll be looking at the futures market, but coming into this, I want to wait here personally because I took a buy last night when markets capitulatory move at the open, right? They fell off. Ended up finding a buy in those July open areas. Price ran up, checked it at like 2 a.m., had trailed risk up to here. It took me out of that. Cool. So going forward, what I want to see is that 15.5 can hold to go take that overnight price, go back above daily, back above 23,000 whole level, and see if we can, maybe even go make a high on week and a new all-time high. Right. So this HOW is high on week, which is obviously that all-time high as well. I do have this move already on CFD because, like I said, I took it last night and I just left the risk the same. So let's see if they want to draw on liquidity here in New York, or is this the move, And if they do just super rally it super fast and I'm not a part of it on futures, then I'll look for the exit of those buyers most likely to, get a better trade. But I do like this area and I might end up framing up this 5 minute area. So let's get it. Okay. You got about 11 seconds till this thing kicks off. So let's get it. So right out the gate, we got that good 5 minute price we were talking about. All right. SPY and QQQ gap down, so that must mean that these are going to pump. So let's see here. Okay. Okay, so this first minute is super explosive. All right. That's what I wanted to see is this, that 5 minute area break out. Okay, so that first close, super bullish, right? So that was pretty crazy. All right. Right into the 1 hour supply. So let me take a look at all of them. Okay, cool. Let's see here what we get. That first 5 minute though, we were looking at this area like we talked about to see the extension up, and that's what ended up happening. So that's pretty good. But it's still pre-New York. Let's see. Okay, so super explosive move. Looks like we're gonna take that price that we were talking about. We'll bring this over here. Okay, so they're having a hard time on that 5 minute on ES, like just aggressively taking 63. So I'll be locked in here. Taking a look at dollar, not really seeing too much there. All right, not seeing any that much strength here. Let me write this down. ES having a hard time on 15.5, getting above 63 and just holding above New York Open. So we're inside that supply here as well. So let's stay locked in here. And so we always want to focus on where that New York high and low is. Like right now we have an HOD, we have an intern high where that purple area is, and we kind of have a New York high starting to form. So I need to watch this, okay? Kind of identifying that as a New York Open high for now. ES playing back into that demand in the 15.5, so they're probably tricking people here. Let's see. I want to see this 5-minute close as well.
Size of the pretty great because it was very small. This thing energy. Put it all in place. When you look at the NASDAQ, so it gets big, just like a brain that
okay, so 5-minute sign of strength. So ES not showing the same thing, right? So
the NASDAQ really but it doesn't seem to have been such as severely as the S&P has. And if we stay in range, longer we stay in range, then I think the probabilities of price being exactly higher expensive. We hold that initial balance and hold that initial balance. Right? Base in this thing. Ranks. I think sure. 89 5-minute stop, 10-point target. Let's see if we can have an application there. Like you protect this here because we could easily rally up. We didn't have an interpretation, but if we can have an actual application there, we can expect at least, I would say, 10 to 15 points there. That's what we have usually with interpretation. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so they are testing that area inside demand, and they're right inside that area on ES. Screenshot this real quick. Okay. So you kind of want to see those guys here. Why is it loading like that? Okay, so I do want to look. NVIDIA is making new all-time highs. Tesla's kind of playing around, and gold's still really strong. So that NVIDIA doing that is really interesting.
Just like this resistance line.
Okay, so still not seeing any strength. Want to see how they play when they get back into here, where we're at now.
That's here longer term time, really. So I got you. Jen, thoughts behind this major run-up outside? We started picking up on Wednesday. So I guess you're seeing more today. I mean, what pick myself? $10,000 in the last 3 days. What do you think the process to perhaps higher recently?
So looking at these H1s, we're kind of absorbing into the 22,900, which is great. Just waiting on something that would show us a turn. Right now, I don't see that. Like I said, I possibly, if we can play this area, great. If not, I'll sit on my hands. But if we slip that higher time frame liquidity, right, LOD, and get to those 800s or lower, then it's going to be a free fall for shorts to cover. Okay. And like on the 1 minute, just to have that reference, this is what it looked like above the area, right? Not being able to push higher. So you got push lower, push, diagonal frame, maybe frame something up here with the rest here, right? And then looking for the breakout. But I'm just waiting for long position too. All right, I want to see cells just come into a breakout type of trade, you know.
62. That's just with the that's like 7, 8. The interesting one.
All right, prices capitulating here from 835 to 840. All right, so let's say locked in right here. It's probably love to lock in on something. Okay.
16. It's got confirmation Friday. I do trade. It's my system. It's amazing. Yes, the trade is but your technical levels. It's more. Let me change this. The levels are the 30-second open. I mean the 30-second candle, and that's like the S&P. And I just move French lines in the high and the lows, and basically we get because we protect the days.
Okay, see those 5-minute close here. We're still testing inside that 1 hour demand and 15-minute demand, so that's for the draw on liquidity. So so not seeing anything personally yet. Let me write some notes here.
Yeah, so we had one participation the other day. First day. Wednesday we had invitation that we needed and then we signed the number 15 to we never played. That's a pretty significant benefit.
Right. So seeing price kind of test inside that demand and hold is interesting. Okay.
Yes, so you basically raise right. So it's
got a lower high on a smaller time frame, so nothing really there that's showing me like okay, like an NCE type of situation. These 1 hours. The 1 hours are very heavy, right? YM's heavy, so maybe we go for low day. We'll be patient here. I like it. All right, another little extension down here, so got my eyes here focused on 15.5, so we good. Remember, today could be a longer day. It is Friday, all right?
So that's a nice run on the 11 minutes in the market. So I didn't want to kick it. I don't want to predict it, but yeah, very nice setup.
The 4 hours are pretty weak, like they could fail those areas as well. So I mean, it just depends. We are seeing that daily dollar still look pretty strong. So we'll see how the week closes on that as well. But I'm locked in. I like how the price looks now, right? And it's starting to go. But let's say here, if it was to go to this would be a 30-point risk, you know? So it's just like I'd rather wait until they can give me the odds and probabilities that I like. But they are starting to do that thing inside the right here. Okay. All right, just like right in here.
And then, of course, 62.50. Again, for 62.50.
5 minute was still pretty weak here going into the first 15-minute close of the session. So. But I am identifying this low because this is like our LOD. This is our intern low. Right, so a lot of people, noobs, buy top and sell bottoms, and they make most of the mistakes in these areas. So let's see. ES still looking heavy on that 15 and 5, and then as well on the 1 hour to take 62.75. So
outside target was 79. 79 is a 5%. Yeah. So for first night, 6 ES. So I could get that. That's what I did yesterday. Yesterday I think I should. Yes.
okay, so ask yourself the question too: the people who are short in the overnight, are they going to take profit? When are they going to do that? Either to break a structure, or if they just get tired, right? Since 10 p.m. holding this type of trade or trailing risk down to here, we'll see if they're going to break this area. Okay. Got some more price actions. I am watching small time price action too, but that's a lower low, lower high, right? So there's nothing really there. So we need to see something. Me, I have certain signals that I specifically look for at specific times to be able to turn the dial. Right. So taking a look really quick at NVIDIA, it still looks pretty strong, but we made all-time highs. Gold's in a great spot. And SPY and QQQ are starting to show weakness, right, on the 15 and 1 hour. So back down to demands. Demand for QQQ is 550s, and then 620s for SPY. Let's watch the timing here. First 15-minute closed, right? It closed inside this area. It's not pushing lower yet, so we want to be locked in. And then you want to
nothing has happened. Yeah, nothing has happened in the last week. Has done anything to help prospects of rate cut. Employment inflation has been good.
All right, so I'd like to see a sign of strength here between 45 and 50 on the 5-minute, and then I'd look for potential mitigations.
I'm going to wait to see what happens. We think that maybe let the cut. We think maybe the Trump reverse psychology, or just raise around post the ES session.
Okay, so that looks pretty good. Been fighting the lows like that. So I am going to be watching this level a little bit tighter because of the risk factor. All right, and about a 15-point risk to the highs right now. All right, right here. At the 20 now, so we'll try this area here. Now that risk is, I have that right spot here. Okay, so if we get that sign of strength here and then 1 minute mitigation starts to form, then we'll see.
Yes, that's TopStep TV. Let's see where everyone's watching. Okay. Sit down. Listen. No. It's time. It's a blessing. It's great. It's some light. It's time. Nice. Friday's question. Yes, lost zero. Yes, I lost. Us. Jack. give us some training here. All this for hands. Oh, that's good to have you next.
Let's go. So that's a pretty good buy right there, I believe. Could have went a little bit more size on it. Protect or pay yourself at point of interest. And we'll let this thing rally here. But if we can go for that New York Open high, then that's really good. Okay. All right, we're pumping here. Really, really good setup here. Okay. We didn't go crazy on the volume or anything today, but I do want to show the 1 minute, right, for the setup here. Okay, so we're watching this area. We want to focus on some management now. All right. So we've got everything that we like to see, and we have wanting to give back above daily open. Okay. So condensing that risk down now to here to this low that we actually have is going to be the key for me. There's no reason to really risk anything any lower than that. And looks pretty good. Okay. We'll see if we can get more extensions higher here. Okay, so let's see if they can run for this New York Open high. If they do, and I get this type of area like this, you guys already know, that would be great. I do have lower volume on today just because I wanted to close the week out with something nice. So at this point, I'll continue to watch this with the risk that I have on. I'm willing to do that because I have that overnight win as well. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna get this off of the small TF. Check that 4 hour. ES looks really good. Okay, so we're extending up right now. Looks pretty good. Can we take that New York Open high? Okay. Okay, and let's do this just for the recording purposes here. Okay. I don't see this as random behavior, but okay. Okay, so we've got that top end imbalance. So we want to see the candle print and take New York open high here. And if it doesn't, then I'm definitely going to break even because they could definitely come back into the demand here. All right, but if we can get this candle in 1 minute to hold that area and take the New York open shorts, that'll be perfect. All right, 33 seconds here. Let's see. We're looking for the 5 minute to close with some strength here. And then let me write some notes down here while I get a chance. Okay, 8 seconds for the close. We got 5 more minutes before there's 15, so we want to see some strength. You could anticipate some pullbacks into demand, but if it just skyrockets and takes New York, that would be more ideal. That doesn't look like what I like to see. Got to be patient. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and cover this position at least a year. But I'm holding this for edge because I want to see if they're, I don't want them to flash down super fast. Now, if they did and you want to go break even, that's on you. But like I said, I have that overnight win that I'm playing with as well. Now, if I see ES, see a complete weakness at 62.90 on this 5 minute, then yeah, I'd probably be a little bit more hesitant. But because we gapped down on QQQ and SPY, I feel like we have to make up that gap over there. Okay. Taking a look at NVIDIA, we're blasting all-time highs. So
13% of the United States GDP. That's right. Which leads me to a chart that I want to show. Temps, folks, and burn the indicator, which is ratio.
15 and 5 ES looks so good. So I think we could get that blast here. We take the New York Open high, trail risk. Okay, that's what my goal is going to be probably today with one contract. Now I do have this on CFD as well. So
as you can see here, we got up to 140%. Ever since the Great Recession,
looking for that push on through here. And then as the market makes money available, we will take money. Okay. ES looking really good. I'm going to bring this over for the recording. Right. To be watching both supply demand is a real thing. You actually had some signs that really helped me was seeing the closure higher, right? Seeing the demand play and then seeing where sales would have came in a weird spot, right? So that makes sense. Okay. And I think we're getting that delivery. So make sure and see this really quick. So we just got that delivery on that level, so you can cover the position at minimum. So like I'm not gonna accept any more risk on the trade at this point. And so okay, this form. Okay, so these all look pretty good. Taking a look at all the hours they drew on that liquidity, like we talked about. So that looks pretty good. Now, can they extend up to 23,000 whole level?
Twilight. Same theory. You can see it's 62.95 last year. Yes. That's 90 rates yesterday. 63.35. Change reps. And then you just keep up. Canada. 5%, 35%. And then stock market gap down. Stock market price is too high. Look out, look now. Bitcoin got 18 upside. See the ultimate price less than $800 away from all-time high. Chest rate is like Bitcoin just let's see. What should be produced? That's there. We only want to eat as that. What Bitcoin in chest. Let's see how that.
Okay, so we got that price. We got delivered above New York Open. We're trying to get this liquidity here. Now, if we can get this delivery higher, 15 and 5, than this New York Open high, then I'll trail my risk to that breakout area. Okay. So hope you guys can hear me okay. Like I said, they're doing my reads and stuff today, so it's kind of difficult. But super grateful so far for today. It's been a pretty good day. All right, but I want to see if we can break out of this area on the 5-minute, because if we can, then like I said, it's going to be good. But if they pull back into this area, this will make the move very difficult. All right, we already knew when they made that New York Open high that we could potentially see something like this. So should be patient here.
They made that MBT too. They don't understand, but here's my brand. Get on here. Let's ask them on that line. It's been working, but I guarantee you, I know what you're saying. So they're looking for micro, mini, micro, nano. All right, sure. From 62.98, and like get there, got up 96 is 96 is
All right, so we can see an explosive move here fairly quickly. It's already 9, so we haven't seen any weakness coming into the first 15 minutes of this, and I think we'll extend up to daily open.
Up and down, so very small down, but so we had a small view down on the 5-minute, right? And small motion about this there. So we'll see if we can sustain back up. See. Okay. That's right there. Is that the day now? Church. That's your guys. Good. Respect. Like it's yes, France has looked at that. Again, that's very good. 67, 68 last trade in. House count is low, 67, 39. Yeah, I didn't know they call it that. Andrew, I think upside targets in the crude oil. We made highs at 67, 92. Get you under, get you pause. Hopefully, compared to the upside in oil, about 30 cents in the money right now.
Yeah, still watching the area, not seeing any crazy jumping out of the window, bearish price, but we are wanting to watch this 5 minutes here at market open with this 50-second close. Okay. So in the first 15 minutes here, if we could deliver that 23,000, that'd be nice. If we pull back first and go back below New York Open and they, present another demand play, then we would possibly be able to add on. But as of right now, let's hold on to this and look if we can get above 23 and above daily open. Smaller volumes so that we could play a little bit more aggressively here today. Now this is copied across 5 accounts though, so I mean it's still basically $10 a move, I guess. 2 times 5, so 10, yeah.
It's going to happen. I don't know. I have money to trade. I have not changed the stop on it. So we're either, I think it's about $140 price on the trade right now. And then again, you look at this 3-minute chart.
Okay, just being patient here. Like I said, there is a demand right in here, so we're holding into this area to potentially secure to push on through the liquidity. Now, ES looks very similar, but when you look at the 1 hours, I mean, we'd want to see a nice extension up, especially at 15 here. Anything back below the blue line would be, them testing late players. All right, so let me take a look at this on higher time frame. Okay. Waiting on that first sign of weakness, which we got right there, a 5 minute. If we don't get any signs after that, you should see price continue, and then we'll secure probably this level here, so 22,930. Okay, so you are starting to see you have one sign of weakness and you're getting a second candle. So I do want to see a little bit smaller time frame here. Because that's a massive expansion, essentially, of balance that they have on the way up. So I want to watch this area. If they get weak again, they could break. If I have 2 contracts on, I'd have one trailed here and the other one break even. But since I have one contract across the accounts and then I'm trading CFD as well, I'm managing here until we break out of this area. Then I'll secure as the market makes more money available to me. A lot of people get stuck right here on this first 5 minutes. On that first sign of weakness, though, when the market's pushing up, it takes them out. So sit down here. This is the first. Oh, the first machine. Yeah, I like how it's still testing the area here. I stopped that at 6,021. That's the place there. That means the breakout is not there. Still waiting, like I said. Seeing signs of strength here in the 5 minutes is good. Market open is dangerous. Protect your traders at the point of interest, right? But if you can get this candle in about 1 minute, 30 seconds to extend through and this 15, stay strong, my eyes directly are kind of going to daily open, but more importantly here, where shorts, right, from overnight would have been like, damn, I wish I was in. They probably did that here and put their stops here. That's what I'm kind of looking forward to potentially have happen. So we'll see what we get here. If I get one more candle, it's a sign of weakness on a 5. We'll see how they'll try to flash. I would possibly trail up to here, but like right now, I want them to have room. I don't want to take away, what they could do inside of here. And so as long as they're getting people on 100 tick and 1 minute charts to just do anything here, then I could see it, turning around on those individuals and just going up to that 23 and big. But we'll see. We're in a good spot to like. So they all like ES and NQ both have this 15 5-minute demand pretty much set now. So let's see what they're gonna do here.
Video to it. I got 2 new regular news stories here. I love the video. Okay, go ahead. The news part of it, right? I'll start how it's going. May 15th. Turbocharged decline of the U.S. economy is a clear exceptionalism nearing an end. Fast forward to yesterday, NVIDIA has a market cap. Moreover, according to data, NVIDIA's valuation now exceeds the combined stock markets in Canada and Mexico. Has greater than the value of all the companies listed in the UK. NVIDIA. Lastly, we have copper. Very close to 50% tariffs under the copper. This guy didn't see because I thought that copper, but we need copper here, so.
And guys, I'm just watching. So if you guys are watching this, you can always fast forward. Because there's no reason to just sit here and be talking. I'm taking notes actually.
Perfect with many that was bluff. They tell me some things say injects and it's just the game to show us retail numbers are wrong. That was nasty. And that's what check. What else? We were talking about spread that in the line from it. We're gonna go in here about
Okay, guys. So we write some notes here again. ES looking bullish on the 15 and 5 still. So that looks good for our setups here.
Yeah, right there. That level, you just spend see. That's just the first level. If you get no.
Okay, so we're looking for this overnight liquidity taken out of here.
Better cease to make a room for posting medical reserve chair to any analysts disagree. Letter from the White House Office of Management and Budget is about the planned renovation of the Fed headquarters. Legends Powell failed to comply with government oversight regulations. Mind to Congress about what the work entails.
Okay, so we are reaching above that level, which is good. See if we're gonna pump. And then we do have that. We want to see a sign of strength on this close, and then I could essentially trail risk here, or I'll potentially trail risk in here. Just watch it. Really nice push through right there. All right, nice push through right there.
Say that inflation, if the president orders tariffs on the country, he has no plan to start his first.
Okay, let me see here really quick.
I may be caught. Thank you, baby Kyle. So, trying to get rid of them, but can't get rid of them. You got those things that we got that stuff moving in there. You see, like some chat. What's the plan? Things like this will trigger Dale.
Okay, guys, let's see here. Okay, so we are still shooting up. So let's go ahead and secure some profits on this into that area. My bad, I was responding to a text here. So I want to go ahead and taper this off right here. And we lost this bad boy off for the day. All right, so no matter what, we're gonna win. Right. Okay. So we are reaching above that pretty aggressively. Sorry guys, they're starting to really go crazy right now. So I do want to just identify this and we do this on the window. All right, so just identifying that we are above this level, so you can start securing more of the bag if you like. Like I said, I still want to give back personally above daily open and above this wick area here. Okay. To me personally, that's what I would want to do. So ES looks really good as well. So NVIDIA very strong. That gold trade is still looking really good. So this could be the delivery, right, that we were looking for. So that's why I trailed it up. We'll see with this first 5-minute close. We get strength right out of this 5-minute up to this wick here. So it's kind of pointing that out. So we get strength on 5-minute on the right side there, and we start to push the 15-minute wick here, then obviously we'll have a new area to trail. But if I get a big explosion, fast move here, I'm going to trail my risk to the 940s most likely. Yeah, those 940s look good.
87. Yes, websites are we've had 5 points from 96 to 15 points. 15 points and we did that every day. Process, try to see how long how it can sustain, how the point can sustain, what sort of range. Yeah. So you get a tax for the I'm going to pay my range with a little bit of payment. Say how do you do that? And after you pass the trade.
Okay, so seeing that price, wanting to see this 5 minute close. If I don't see strength pretty much above market open here and above the liquidity area they just took, I'll probably go ahead and, like I said, secure those 40s. So we'll see.
Some people are looking for certainly they probably yes, but still have control. But that
Okay, so we're still watching this. Want to see, like I said, that 5 minute close strong there. So we're not seeing any weakness yet. So an extension up above daily, above that wick, and I think we have a pretty good trade on our hands on the day. And then looking at ES just for the video purposes, right? Because I know you have to be trading ES with me. That was beautiful, dude. Beautiful dump into the area. Beautiful risk placement. I mean, that would have been a really nice play to play. All right. And so now one thing I want to focus on is the New York low. All right. So this is now the New York low. All right. New York low.
see findings between the 10 and it starts going back in 2022.
All right, so just knowing where that low is, where those stop losses are inside the range up. Okay. So look for a 5 minute extension up here, into the 23,000 whole level, and then we'll see if we can get above daily open here. It's Friday, so I'm not gonna take myself out of the trade. I'm not gonna go in and just take profit when the market's skyrocketing. That would be crazy. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Just understand if people are still doing that a lot, they're emotional, right? They're emotional. If they're like, I'll enter, and sometimes I'm thinking about just setting buy limits, but I like to see certain criteria in the entry. But once you're enter, your execution should be really just trailing risk, managing risk, right? The more you sit there on the 1 minute and think and have opinions, and you're so knowledgeable about everything, right? That's the people that, like I said, this isn't a job, dude. You're getting paid on your executions, not on the time that you sit here. You can sit here for 10 years and not make any money. Okay. So let's see if we get what we get, baby. Now I know this session's a little drawn out, but I'm giving you guys everything, right? So you guys get an idea of what to look forward to inside the Discord, and then as well, like I said, I won't have people doing our roof next week. But yeah, just wanted to make sure that you guys kind of have an idea of what you're going to be able to see, and for these recordings, just fast forward them. Okay, so we're clearly above that level. We are reaching for 23 now. That's loud. Wow. Reaching for 23 here and possibly daily open. So I'm going to kind of do this until we get to the line. All right, so that's where we're looking to reach to that level today. really watching this 5 minute here, right? My eyes are glued to like right here. And seeing if we're going to continue strength here. Because if we continue strength here and I can look left, right? Let's think about this, Nice push. Let's go. Sorry, it's so loud, guys. It's crazy. Okay, let's secure some of this bag though. We got that 5 minute still pushing. Let's see if that 5 minutes gonna extend here. We want that daily open, so I'd be willing to not accept anything past we're really getting that pump that we want to see though, so that's good. Okay, we're at that whole level. We are starting to show a little bit of weakness. Okay. So I probably am going to secure more of the bag here. All right, because we're on the way up, baby. Okay, so we're looking really good here on this trade. So Okay, price is pushing here pretty good. Let's see what we're gonna get. We're starting to pump. We have our risk inside those 70s, like 69. So see if we can get through daily there. Okay, I'm watching this a little closer here, right? Because I do have a breakout. Let's see here. So we've secured over 70 plus handles here, but I'm going to start getting this a little bit tighter just because I don't see ES breaking that daily open. So let me write some stuff down here really quick. Okay, so price starting to get a little bit weak there. So I'm actually going to cover that position. It's getting so loud here. So that's it for me today because it's just too loud. So hope you guys had a good session. That was pretty phenomenal. Let me send this to the Discord. Cool. So that's going to be it. They may go higher than that daily open. But I just can't. This noise is driving me insane. So I'll drop this recording of the live session on YouTube for Funded Fridays and for the Discord. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I do think price is going to continue up. You know, obviously above daily open. But like I said, it's just getting way too loud, and it sounds like they're about to go right over the office right now. So still ended up finishing the day. Let's see here. Um, pretty well, pretty well. Let's see here. So let's see, but that'll be it for me today. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I still think they're gonna go above, reach into the supply, but um, I can't stand the sound. Sorry. So that being said, have a good rest of your day, and I look forward to trading with you guys live next week.